Okay, so now that you know how to chain stitch, make a slip knot, start any crochet, make a slip stitch, we are now going to learn how to do a granny square. So here's some examples. These ones are all joined together to make a blanket. They're kind of intermediate skill for these ones, so you won't be able to make these right away, but if you keep practicing, you will. You can see they've got a flower in the middle. You can make all kinds of things with granny squares. You can make blankets, you can make slippers, handbags, dresses, jackets, anything you want, anything that would work with squares being joined together. And then as you get even better at crochet, you can make more complicated designs. Like this one is a sunburst design. It's very pretty. But today we're just going to make a very simple granny square. You can use lots of colours in them. You could make a rainbow effect. This one's just green and blue. And you can imagine that once you put lots of them together in a blanket, or if you keep going to make a giant one with lots of different colours, then it makes a really nice effect, something very special. So I'm going to use white yarn today to make it easier for you to see. Now this isn't a wool, it's a cotton. It's made of cotton. You already know how to make a slip knot. So the first thing we need to do in a granny square, make sure you're holding everything properly, got your index finger pointing, holding your knot with your middle finger and thumb, not touching the hook, holding just underneath the hook. I'm going to chain 6 times, so 1 chain, yarn over and through, 2 chains, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is what you can't see it so well with wool, but you can see it quite well with cotton, with these individual stitches. So they make a sort of a V shape. One side of the V goes kind of under the other one. Okay, so this V here on top of my knot is my first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. Tighten that up again. And I'm going to go into that end stitch and I'm going to make a slip stitch. Okay, so I pull through both loops on the hook. There we are, so I've got a circle. And there's enough space to wiggle your finger in the middle of the circle. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm holding my fingers quite far away so that you can see, but you should have them up here all the time. Move them after every stitch. Now we're going to learn a new stitch, and this is the stitch that makes up most of a granny square. I've got my chain 3 here, and now I'm going to do a double crochet. And I'm also just going to hold on to the tail of my yarn with my fingers while I'm holding onto the circle so that it doesn't get in my way. So we yarn over, and then we put our hook through the middle of the circle, and we catch the yarn and pull it through the circle. Okay, and hold on to the bottom so you can see clearly. I have 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, go through the first 2 of them. So I've got 2 left. And then through those 2. Okay, and then I'll show you that again. So I'm still holding on to my tail, it's just following the circle. It's just laying along the back of my circle. So yarn over, through the middle of the circle, bring through a loop. So you should have 3 loops, and then yarn over, go through the first 2, 2 left, and go through 2. Now you'll notice this is my chain 3 from the beginning, and these are my 2 double crochets. And chain 3 is the same height as the double crochets, so it looks like a double crochet when we're finished. You won't be able to tell. These stitches are quite loose because this hook is a little bit big for this cotton yarn, but it'll make it very easy for you to see. So once you've got your chain 3 and your 2 double crochets, we're going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Catch onto that tail. Don't let it cross over your circle or dangle down. Get it following the circle. Then we're going to double crochet. So we yarn over, go into the middle of the circle, pull up a loop, through 2, through 2. If you haven't got your double crochet sorted yet, just go back to the beginning of the video. Keep practicing until you get it. We need to do 3 double crochets altogether. So I've got 1, through 2, through 2. So that's me got 2 double crochets there. Yarn over through the circle. Yarn over through 2. Yarn over through 2. And that's 3. So I've got my chain 3, which is the same as double crochet, 2 double crochets. Got chain here, chain 3 here, and then 3 double crochets. So this looks the same as this. Can you see that? We're going to chain 3 again. It's very repetitive doing granny squares. Once you know the pattern, it's very relaxing to just sit and watch telly and make a few. So you don't really have to think about it. So we're doing another 3 double crochets here. To unwind my ball a little bit again. So we've got another 3 double crochets. So there's 3 there, 3 there, and 3 there. So you guessed it, we're doing another chain 3. 3 chains, and then another 3 double crochets. 1, 2. Don't have to worry about the tail of yarn so much anymore, it's been caught, so it won't get in the way. 3. And then we finish by doing chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to join. Now I'm going to cut off my tail first so that you can see this really clearly. Okay, so make sure you're cutting the tail and not the working yarn, or you'll have to start again. So I'm going to do a slip stitch into the top of the first chain 3 we did. Okay, so this is a chain 3 even though it looks like a double crochet. And I'm going to do a slip stitch into the top. Just pick any place at all, anywhere that's convenient. Anywhere you can get your hook in there and go through both loops so that it's joined together. So you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 holes in my corners. And I have one I've done in wool as well, so you'll know what yours should look like. Okay, so you have a circle in the middle. You put your finger through there. You should be able to kind of just get your pinky nail through all of these corners close as well. Usually the one where you've joined, where you've slip stitched back into the beginning, it's a little bit bigger, but that will disappear when you do the next round. Okay, so once you've got all of that mastered, once you can do a chain, a slip stitch, and a double crochet, you can make a granny square of any size. Once you're practiced with those and you're really confident, you can do any kind of design. You could even do something like this if you wanted to. Okay, so once you've got this sorted, I'll show you in the next video how we keep going. But this is the basic design. We just keep going in the same way.